Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. Got the Night Timber X, and we're going to bind it to the IX12, and you guys can see how that process goes, and it'll be a learning experience for me. If you want to win this jet, all you have to do is subscribe, click the notification bell, and the like button. Then check back with me from time to time and see my new videos. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to do a drawing. I had a drawing at 100 and only 30% signed up. With those odds, it could be a 1 in 300 chance. Subscribe. Check me out, guys. I have never added a model to this IX12 transmitter this way. So, let's go here and add a model. Need to long press that guy and then tap that guy and we'll see. Nope. There we go. So we need to import a model. Nope, not like that. Add a new model. There we go. A bind and fly. Now we need to find it. Looks like we got choices of manufacturers up top. Blade, E-Flite, FMS, Hangar 9, Hobby Zone, Park Zone, Seagull, and Spektrum. So, interesting. It's an E-Flite. And we need to find the Night Timber X. There it is, Night Timber X. So now it's in the list of my models. And select activate the model. So far pretty painless. It says it's now active. So let's go back here to Model Utilities. And we'll select the Night Timber. And I guess that's it. Looks like that's all she wrote. Alright, so I backed out. You can see in the top left hand corner, that's the Night Timber X. And here's our normal menu that everybody has in their transmitter. We need to get to model setup and to bind, which is down in the bottom. So we need to get the plane ready and get a battery. Alright, I got a battery loaded up. I got a bind plug in. Power the plane. Removed the bind plug. Tapping bind and a long press on the bind. And there it is. Back in, they'll focus there. The lights on the timber are making the camera go crazy. Okie dokie. So we are now bound up. We'll back out of this. And we will see what all the IX12 and the Spektrum Smart capabilities have to offer here. So let's just browse through the menu. Model adjust, throttle cut should already be in here. Let's see how they have it set up. They got it set up on switch H. So I just give it a little throttle. Now throttle cut is back on. I just want to verify that the throttle cut is working. Forward programming. Let's take a look at that. There's the forward programming, gyro settings, AS3X and safe. All that stuff is in there like it's supposed to be. Let's see if we can get back out to telemetry. And we'll just do the auto config. And then we'll take a look at the telemetry screen on the transmitter, and I'll show you guys everything that the Spektrum Smart has. Here's the list of telemetry items that's in the plane. Got our Smart DSC. All kinds of settings you can play with. The Smart battery. I do happen to have a Smart battery in here. We have a 3S that's in there. All kinds of battery settings. Gyro and G-force. Flight log, receiver voltage, all kinds of stuff. Let's go back here to the main screen real quick. Okay, you see where it says dashboard is highlighted? I'm just scrolling with a stylus pen, or you can use your finger, and I'm just sliding the screen from the right to the left. So now we're on the monitor screen, so you can see all your... Alright, and then the rudder. And then we'll slide over to telemetry. So we got my transmitter battery at 60%. Got the receiver voltage at 6 volts. We got 2 frame losses. Now the next setting is smart. Motor current, 0 amps. The temperature inside the speed control is 73 degrees, 0 RPM. Let me turn off the throttle cut and I'll give it a little throttle. You can see the RPMs going right there. Flight log, that's our signal strength between the transmitter and the airplane. Minimum and maximums, so this is all the smart stuff that's inside the speed control. Volts, RPM, temperature, the BEC temperature, which is the same. Why they have 2, I don't know. And then if you had other stuff, like if you had a AR637T receiver versus the TA that we have, then you would have the altitude and the speed. You can also see the amp draw right there, 0 amps. Let me turn off the throttle cut and I'll give it a little throttle. See a little bit of amp draw. Here's the ESC, 12.5 volts, the temperature. And there's our amps and the percentage of output. So I'll throttle cut off. All kinds of info right there. The next section is battery. Currently at 12.52, and the battery temperature. That is separate from the speed control. So now we know the temperature of the battery just because of the smart battery. And look at this battery. It's been charged 5 times in its life. And that's true. And it shows that it has an imbalance of 0.02 of voltage. And then the next section is cell voltages. So we have a 3-cell battery. You can see that they're all, 2 of them are 4.17 volts and the third one's 4.18. Then the next section is gyro. Now this is the plane. I'm picking it up off the floor right now, and you can see things are changing. Let me try to hold it in front of you here. All right, so look. So that's all cool. That's cool stuff right there. The next section, G-forces. So I guess you could play around with you know, how fast you made your dive and or climbing up or whatever. Just be cool to mess with, you know. The other half of the hobby is goofing around with all this fancy stuff. And here's the Avian Prog. That is the Avian program for the smart speed control. And then we'll go back out. Model setup. All kinds of cool stuff inside the IX12 with the smart E-Flite Night Timber X. Smart receiver, smart speed control, smart battery. Well, I thought you guys might have thought that was pretty cool. So that's all I got for this video, guys. I hope everybody has a fantastic Sunday. I hope the weather is good for all of you. It might be a little bit on the chilly side here, but tomorrow evening I'm going to get this Night Timber X out for flight number 3, and I figured out how to set up my camera for night, so it'll actually hopefully record just a little bit better. Alright guys, until next time, you'll see my TV and the Night Timber X. Adios.